Lord, you see the heart. Before a word is spoken, you hear the silence that weighs louder than sound. You know the ones who want to pray but can't. And I come now to pray for them. I come to stand in the gap for the weary, for those whose tongues are tied by sorrow, by confusion, by pain. I come for the ones who have no words left, the ones too broken, too angry, or too ashamed to speak. Lord, I bring them to you one by one, by name and by need, because I know you care for them more than I ever could. There are those, Lord, who are simply tired. Tired in the body, working 3 jobs and barely getting by. Tired in the mind, always thinking, always planning, always fighting. Tired in the heart, carrying burdens no one sees. Tired in the spirit from disappointments that keep repeating. They don't hate you, Lord. They're just tired. And for them, I pray. Give them rest. Let your rest find them even before they ask for it. Wrap them in peace like a blanket at night. Show them that they're seen even in their silence. Breathe fresh strength into their lungs and whisper, "Come to me," when they don't even realize they're resisting you. There are those, Lord, who are angry. Angry at you, angry at people, angry at themselves. They prayed once, oh how they prayed. But nothing changed, or it got worse. And now their hearts are closed. Not because they don't believe you exist, but because it hurts too much to hope again. They feel betrayed, they feel ignored, they feel punished, but you know, even anger is sometimes love, wrapped in pain. So I lift them up to you. Touch the wounded places, God, the places where they stop trusting you. Speak to their hearts in ways they won't reject. Answer questions they were too scared to ask. Show them you're not their enemy, and hold their hearts until they're ready to open again. There are those who are confused. They don't know what to pray. They don't even know how to pray. So much information, so many voices. They're lost in a sea of noise. And religion feels heavy while life feels heavier. They feel far, like they've missed it somehow. Like they're not spiritual enough to talk to you. But you are not the author of confusion. You're the God of clarity and grace. So I lift them to you now. Cut through the noise, break the lies that tell them they need to be perfect. Let them know you listen, even when prayers are messy. Even when they say nothing at all. Make it simple again. Make it real. There are those, Lord, who are drowning in guilt. They sinned, they fell. They went back to what you pulled them out of. And now they feel unworthy to pray. They feel like you're disappointed. They think you've turned away. But you are the God who ran to the prodigal. You are the one who leaves the 99. So I lift up the fallen, not to shame them, but to remind them mercy is still flowing. Forgiveness is still available. Redemption is still possible. Help them believe that they can still talk to you, that you still want to talk to them. Even now, there are those, Lord, who are grieving. Loss has silenced them. Loss of a loved one, loss of a dream, loss of identity, loss of control. Their hearts are raw, and every God is good sounds like a lie when you've buried something you loved. Tears, have become their prayers. So I stand in their place today, and I cry out for comfort. Be their anchor in the storm. Hold them when they don't want to be held. Don't let them slip into despair. Visit them in the night with songs of peace. Let healing begin, slowly, gently, deeply. There are those who feel numb. They've seen too much, heard too much, lived through too much, and now they feel nothing. Not joy, not sorrow, not even conviction, just numb. And numbness feels like death while you're still breathing. But you, Lord, you can touch what no one else can reach. You can awaken the soul from slumber. You can reignite the flicker of a buried flame. So I ask you to find them in their silence. Revive the places that once danced in your presence. Break through the walls and call them by name. There are those, Lord, who are overwhelmed. Life is too much. Bills are too much. Family is too much. Expectations are too much. They feel like they're drowning in to-do lists, deadlines, and failures. Prayer becomes one more thing they're not doing right. But I ask you, Lord, lift the weight. Remind them they are not alone. Let them feel the calm in your presence. Let them breathe. Let them rest. Let them know prayer is not a performance, it's a lifeline. And you always answer the cry of the desperate. There are those who feel unimportant. They think, why would God listen to me? They don't have titles, they don't preach, they don't feel spiritual, they think their prayers are weak. So they just stop. But you, O Lord, you hear the whisper of the widow. You treasure the offering of the overlooked. You know the value of every voice, even the quiet ones. So I bring them to you. And I ask you to remind them. You hear the whisper, you feel the sigh, you count every tear, and you want to hear from them. There are those who are oppressed by spiritual darkness, by trauma, by depression, by addictions, by generational bondage, by things they don't even understand. Prayer feels like a war zone, and sometimes they just give up the fight. But I pray as a soldier on their behalf. Break the chains, pierce the darkness, send angelic help where needed. Speak life over every place death has tried to claim. Let freedom rise, even in places that have known only bondage. And Lord, there are those who are ashamed of success. Yes, even blessings have silenced some because now they feel guilty for thriving while others suffer. They don't know what to pray anymore. They've forgotten gratitude because comparison stole it. Bring them back to you. Remind them every good and perfect gift comes from above. Help them pray, not out of guilt, but out of joy. Let thankfulness flow again. Let worship awaken again. Lord, I haven't covered every cause, but you know them all. The mother, too busy to pray. The father, too proud to pray. The teenager, too distracted to pray. The elderly, too forgotten to pray. The prisoner, too condemned to pray. The abused, too wounded to pray. The rich, too entertained to pray. The poor, too burdened to pray. But still, you wait, you knock, you call, you whisper. And so I answer you now. Not just for myself, but for every tongue that has grown silent, for every soul that has forgotten how to speak, for every heart that doesn't believe. It's worth the time. Let my prayer rise like incense before your throne. Let it cover the earth, touching every house, every hospital, every prison, every school, every dark corner, every lonely bed. Let it go. Where my voice cannot, where my feet cannot, where my hands cannot, let your spirit hover. Let your love draw, let your mercy speak. You are God who sees God, who hears God, who knows God, who cares God, who answers. So answer now, not because we deserve it, but because you are good, because you are faithful, because you are still the shepherd who leaves the 99 just to find the one too tired to call your name.